Hello everybody and welcome back here once again to IndySportsCrew.com and our weekly Monday night reaction. And this week's going to be a little bit different because the Colts actually played on Thursday night last week, their only scheduled primetime game of the season. But the Colts went to Jacksonville and beat the Jaguars 27-10 in a good win in the sense that the Colts went down there, they were on a winning streak. They got their fourth consecutive win and they got a win against a team that they should beat. Now, yeah, Jacksonville did come to Indianapolis earlier in the season and get a win, but this is a team that when you're on a roll and you're going to be fighting for a playoff spot, which we'll get to in a minute with the Colts, but you go down there and you take care of business and you get that win. That's a nice win for them. And like I said, it's their fourth consecutive win. They're now 6-3 on the season, and that was their third straight win, or their third win in 11 days after that victory Thursday night in Jacksonville. And there's nothing more important or a bigger topic that came out of that Thursday night game than Darius Butler for the Colts, the cornerback. And here's a guy who the Colts just picked up. He had been cut by two other teams already in his career. Looked like he was kind of down and out. Maybe this is his last chance, or he's just trying to hold on to a career in the NFL. Has a huge game with Vontae Davis and with Gerard Powers out for the Colts. He steps in, has a huge game. 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, 4 tackles, 2 passes defended, and 1 touchdown return on an interception. Just an unbelievable night for this guy, and he looks like right now you don't know how this is going to play out, but right now, he might be your number 1 cornerback. Vontae Davis is really struggling with his injuries right now, and Gerard Powers, who was also injured, hasn't played up to par like he has or has been thought of so far this season. So maybe Butler steps in and he's going to be your lockdown guy when this new 3-4 system that the Colts have. The other thing I just want to mention once again about the Colts is that they just took care of business against Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a team that's really struggling. Blaine Gabbert is struggling. Their offense is just so, I don't even know how to, it's just not very down the field. Everything is within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, and it really limits them. And I don't want to break down the Jags, but this is just an offense that really struggles to put points on the board. And the Colts defense did exactly what they have to do. Bend, don't break. Make them have to make a first down. Don't give them anything easy. And they just couldn't do it. Only ended up with 10 points in the game. You're going to win most football games if your defense only allows 10 points. Now we have a little bit more time this week to get set for our next game, or for the Colts' next game, at New England, the Patriots. Everyone knows what that means. The Colts versus the Patriots. But this time, obviously a little bit different with our new quarterback, Andrew Luck. And this is a big matchup. New England 6-3, Indianapolis is 6-3. A lot of different ways you can look at this. Now, the Colts are not going to be leading their division no matter what the outcome of the game is on Sunday, but they can put themselves in a very, very good position for the playoff hunt as if they can go and win this game. New England 6-3, they lead their division. If you can get to 6-3, or if you can get to 7-3 when you get to the end of the season after a victory over New England, that would look good not only for your playoff seeding, but your possible playoff matchups and where you're going to be playing at. You could find yourself working your way into a home game in the playoffs. And I know I don't want to look too far ahead, and I know that you don't want to look too far ahead. Well, with just 7 games left in the regular season, the Colts have put themselves in a prime position to get in that playoff mix. Right now, if the playoffs were to start today, New England would be the number 3 seed in the AFC, and the Colts would be the number 5 seed. And the Colts, as they sit right now, have a 2-game advantage on the 7th-seeded team. So they actually have 2 games to play with for that 6th spot, which is pretty key right now if something fluky would happen, injuries or something like that. But the last thing I want to touch on is the possibility or the sense that this could be the rekindling of a rivalry that's kind of been, I don't want to say down, but hasn't been as hyped up as it was, 4, 5, 6 years ago when it was Manning, Brady at their best, gunning it out each time out. This is going to be probably the most excited Indianapolis fans have been to see New England on the schedule since the big Sunday night victory on the 4th and 2 play that everyone remembers when New England got shut down on that 4th and 2 call. And this could be it. It's obviously a little bit different. Andrew Luck is now the quarterback for the Colts. Brady's still throwing it around there in New England, but much different teams now. The New England defense is not what it was. They kind of rely a lot more on their offense. They're not as they're not as consistent as they were a few years back. You could count on them to win games that they were supposed to win. They've let a couple games slip away this year. And the Colts, after last season 2-14, to go 6-3 through 9 games this year, very unexpected. So I'm really looking forward to the atmosphere in New England, and I'm really looking forward to see how the Colts respond. 4 straight wins right now. They're really hot, and their defense have been keeping in them games, so the offense make plays to win it. So we'll see how it goes in New England. Thanks for coming to IndySportsCrew.com, and we'll see you again next time.